Corbin-Kalisto match. This will be so exciting. It's like, it could actually be a really good match. Give it a chance. Give the wrestlers a freaking chance.
You don't know. And like you said, the stipulation can change a lot. And I'm not trying to, with my whole I'm taking Baron Corbin. I mean, I like Baron Corbin. I do. And I do think that Kalisto deserves the win. I just do think they'll go with Baron Corbin. And I'll admit, there's been a bit of a repetition here, but I'm still looking forward to this one. I think this will be a pretty damn good match regardless of the finish. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with that. So, we go on to another matchup, which definitely got a lot more interesting, considering that during a house show, one of the competitors actually vowed to get revenge on their opponent because she got a black eye. And I'm talking about the no disqualification match between Nikki Bella and Carmella. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, apparently Carmella got a black eye from Nikki Bella, and she's vowed to get revenge this Sunday for that. All honesty, that's just going to be one of those things where I'm thinking, oh, these two are just going to freaking tear each other apart. And honestly, I'm going to love every single minute of it. Jeez Louise. Oh, man. So, Max, who do you got and why?
I gotta admit, when they first started this whole thing between the two of them, I didn't know if I was going to enjoy it. Because I've never been the biggest Carmella fan. And when it comes to the battles, well, I kind of took the popular consensus there over time.
Yeah.
But I gotta admit, in her case, she's made a lot of good strides. I don't know if I'd exactly call her, great, but she's definitely improved to a degree that, she can have an enjoyable match. And I didn't think that a feud over a black eye could be any tiniest bit entertaining, but this works. Overall, yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm enjoying it. As for who I think's going to take it, I'm starting to come around on Carmella, but gotta go with the Bella Legacy on this one.
You're going to go with Nikki Bella? You're going to go with Nikki Bella? All right. In that case, I think I'll go with Carmella at this one because there's a lot of people that are thinking that whoever attacked Nikki Bella at Survivor Series is probably going to attack Nikki Bella again. And a lot of names have circulated of it possibly being Natalya. Some even threw the name of Eva Marie, and I'm thinking, well, as much as I hate Eva Marie, that would be a kind of a good storyline to get her heat. And all honesty, at least it's legitimate heat and not hate because of the fact that everybody just hates her. So it would work. But I think I'm going to go with Carmella, and there's going to be some kind of interference in this matchup. I think that's just how it's going to go down. But this is another one of those matches where it was really hard to pick one or the other. Which goes into this next matchup, the ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. The Miz with Maurice in his corner taking on Dolph Ziggler. I'm not even going to waste time. I am going with Dolph Ziggler on this one. I think that they're going to probably do like this back and forth deal with Miz and Ziggler, which honestly, it really is not a bad thing because these guys actually have some really good matches. Even if it's on a SmackDown show, it's pretty good. And honestly, a lot of people have forgotten to mention this factor that Dolph Ziggler is actually undefeated in singles ladder matches. I mean, some of his greatest ladder match victories were Money in the Bank. He defeated Jack Swagger and Kofi Kingston, I believe, in a triple threat match for said Intercontinental title.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. That was the year that Kofi Kingston was actually on the poster holding the IC belt up.
Yeah. And he beat John Cena in a ladder match for his Money in the Bank. And then a few years ago, he had that, oh my gosh, that beautiful ladder match with Luke Harper. That was just, oh my gosh. You want to see Luke Harper at his best, you check out this ladder match between Dolph Ziggler and Luke Harper. It is just phenomenal. I love every single bit about it. Just, my mind is still blown by that.
You're going with Ziggler?
I'm going with the Ziggler.
I got to admit, I'm still enjoying what the Miz has been doing, but you kind of took the words out of my mouth. I kind of agree with you 100%, so I'm going to go with the zigzag on this one.
So we're both going with Ziggler. And you know, it's actually funny. I actually watched the What Culture prediction video that they had, and it seems like nobody's giving Ziggler the advantage. Everybody on there was giving it all to Miz, and I'm like, oh gosh, I am praying to God that they give this to Ziggler. And despite, you know, the fact they'll probably have the Spirit Squad and Maurice involved, I think that Ziggler's going to overcome those odds. I mean, honestly, if they had like a thing where they brought the other half of, you know, the Spirit Squad, just bring like Johnny and Mitch or something like that, whoever the other two guys are, just have them interfere and just.
Oh my God, yeah.
That would actually be poetic justice, and I think it'd be kind of a funny moment.
Oh, I'd laugh. I'd bust a gut. I won't even lie.
It's Johnny and Mitch! Yay! Spirit Squad reunion. The only time we'd pop for a Spirit Squad reunion.
Oh, God.
Amazing.
I never thought I'd want to see the Spirit Squad. What kind of twisted future is this?
It's WWE logic. Anyway, so we go into the tables matchup, which, all honesty, I think that this is going to be better than the tables match they did years ago. What they did, I think it was Natty and Beth versus Lay Cool. The tables match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky Lynch defending against Alexa Bliss. Again, this is another one where it's just like, I can go either way. I've never thought that I would actually see a pay-per-view where it's just like there's so many matches here that can go both ways, and you can't just say, oh, it's going to go this person all the way. It's like, no, you can see something going on with, you know, this one. You could see another person going on this way. So I want to put the pressure on you, Max. So who do you got and why?
Oh, God. This one's hard. This one's so hard.
Because they both deserve it. That's the thing.
I think it's Bliss time. I'm going with Alexa.
You're going with Alexa?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. That is going to be... That would be awesome. I'll go with Becky Lynch on this one just because maybe they'll have her... well, I'm hoping that they have her continue the title run for a little bit longer. As long as they don't have her drop the belt to Eva Marie, then I should be totally happy. Honestly, right now, if anybody deserves to beat Becky Lynch, I think right now it's going to be maybe Carmella or Nikki Bella. In all honesty, Nikki Bella's gotten so much better in the ring. I think that she's definitely earned that spot. And Carmella, I think other than her theme music, she's getting better in the ring, in all honesty. She's actually impressing a lot of people. They're just all like, wow, she's actually doing pretty well on her own. The only thing, like I said, just change the theme music, Carmella, or just change the antics when you do your entrance. Act more like a heel. Don't be the tweener, because it's not going to work for you. For you, it's either you're going to be, you know, this sassy, loving babyface, or you're just going to be the spoiled Staten Island princess in a heel. Just please pick one or the other, because only a few people can do that.
Don't toe the line on this one.
And then we get into the main event, which is AJ Styles, Mr. You Don't Want None, versus the Lunatic Fringe, Mr. Wacky Line himself, Dean Ambrose, in a tables, ladders, and chairs match for the WWE World Championship. The matchup that is almost rivalry to Randy Orton and John Cena. They've done this one too many times, and they need to just stop. But thankfully, I think after this match, it's over.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The overarching story, the whole angle with Styles and Ambrose, and I can't remember that dude's name. Ambrose's friend.
Oh, James Ellsworth.
Yeah, Ellsworth. Why can I never remember James Ellsworth?
Because you have a better way of blocking out poor decisions than I do.
Oh, man. But no, I've enjoyed the whole thing. I think it's actually been pretty good. But this has gone on long enough. I think this needs to end. And as much as I love you, Dean, I think it needs to be definitive. I'm going with AJ Styles.
I'm agreeing. There's nothing that's going to change me from possibly going in a different direction than going with AJ Styles, because I'd much rather see Styles and Undertaker at Royal Rumble than Dean and Undertaker. I mean, we've seen it before, and honestly, they had a relatively good match, but it's not one of those matches that I would really call, pay-per-view quality. No disrespect, Dean, but it's just happened before. So you want to have matches on pay-per-views where it's like, oh, we've never seen this before. Let's actually do something about this.
Well, AJ Styles versus The Undertaker. Holy shit.
Right? As Spencer would say, I think I just jizzed my pants.
Oh god, that is so great. Whatever. But yeah, so we're both going with Styles on this one?
We're both going with Styles. So there you have our predictions for the TLC event. A couple things we got to address before heading out. One thing I wanted to kind of address with you, because it does involve your boy, Sami Zayn. There are actually rumors in the works right now that Sami Zayn might actually be getting a big-time push in the near future in the form of possibly being added into the Universal title match at WrestleMania. And the way that they planned it, it seemed like they're going to go with the idea of having Balor win the Rumble, challenge Kevin Owens, and go off against him at WrestleMania. You add in Sami Zayn, and first thing that pops into my head, Balor versus Zayn at the Shopko Hall in Green Bay. Even though it was a freaking house show, jeez Louise, that was oh my gosh, that was one of the best matches I've seen in a live event. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that needs to happen. That needs to happen so much.
We got to see Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor again, because, all honesty, the fact that it's only happened on house shows tells you that when they get to the live actual Raws or pay-per-views, these guys are going to have so much that they can do. I am looking forward to seeing how that turns out. That is going to be amazing. Oh my gosh! I'm my mind is just blowing up at the idea of like three of the best independent wrestlers main eventing WrestleMania in Prince Devitt, Kevin Steen, and El Generico. Honestly, you guys, I think everybody that's an independent smart would just be like, yeah, I have no complaints about this. I'm just going to shut up and enjoy this matchup. Oh, was there a botch? I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll give a shit. Enjoy this match.
Just let me enjoy this match. Oh my gosh. All right. So before we leave, I have to make the big announcement that I've been promising for quite a while, and that being that next week's show is going to be the Squared Circle Podcast Year-End Awards, in which myself, Max Beattie, and Spencer Hart, we are going to announce who we believe deserves to be recognized for everything that they have done throughout the year. So it's going to be 12 different categories, you guys, and I will get these actually uploaded to our Facebook page, Evolve Production 316 on Facebook. Check it out. It will be posted up hopefully by tomorrow. We're recording this on Saturday, so it should be out there on Sunday before the TLC event. So again, check out TLC tomorrow. It's actually going to be one of the shows I'm looking forward to seeing because there's so much going to happen. And be sure to also check us out on our Facebook page, as I mentioned, Evolve Productions 316. You know how to check us out to listen to our podcast. Check us out on Twitter as well, at Spencer Hart TSC, the one and only Max Beattie at Agent Cooper 1989, myself at Nate Effin Great, and be sure to also follow us here always on our channels here, because why the hell not? And for those of you that are going to be interested, over the next couple of weeks, we actually are going to be seeing the two big movies that are going to be coming out to close off the year, and that being Star Wars Rogue One, as well as Assassin's Creed. Max and I have been actually talking about this. We're actually going to be seeing this, so expect two retrospectives on reviews on what these are going to be like, because, geez Louise, these could be